Studio Wizardry. Introduction to Audio Interfaces, Blackjack Mastery Edition. Welcome to Studio Wizardry, where we dive deep into the world of home recording and studio setups. In this article, we will focus on audio interfaces, an essential piece of gear for any serious home recording artist. This lesson follows our signature fast-paced Blackjack Mastery style, designed to make complex concepts easier to understand without slowing you down. By the end, you'll have a solid understanding of how audio interfaces work and why they are critical for turning your home studio into a professional recording space. Let's dive right in. What is an audio interface? An audio interface is a piece of hardware that allows you to connect microphones, instruments, and other sound sources to your computer. It acts as a translator, converting analog signals, such as your voice or guitar, into digital data that your computer can process, and vice versa. Without an audio interface, your ability to record high-quality audio will be extremely limited. But that's just the beginning. Not only does an audio interface improve the quality of your recordings, but it also reduces latency, the delay between sound input and hearing it, and allows you to use multiple inputs and outputs. Understanding how an audio interface works is crucial if you want to take your home recording setup to the next level. Why do you need an audio interface? You might wonder why you can't just use your computer's built-in sound card for recording. While it's possible, the quality is nowhere near what you'd get with an audio interface. Built-in sound cards are designed for basic tasks like listening to music or video conferencing, not for professional-grade recording. Here are some key reasons why an audio interface is essential. 1. Sound quality. Audio interfaces are designed to handle high-quality audio signals, which results in clearer, richer, and more accurate recordings. 2. Multiple inputs. Want to record vocals and guitar at the same time? Audio interfaces allow you to connect multiple inputs, such as microphones, instruments, and MIDI controllers. 3. Latency Reduction. Latency4 is the time delay between when you play or sing and when you hear it through your headphones or monitors. Audio interfaces dramatically reduce this delay. 4. Phantom power for condenser mics. Most condenser microphones require 48V phantom power to operate, something an audio interface provides. 5. Monitor outputs. An audio interface lets you connect professional studio monitors, ensuring that your mixes are accurate. And how does an audio interface work? At its core, an audio interface has two primary functions: converting analog sound into digital data and digital data back into analog sound. 1. Analog to digital conversion, ADC. When you sing into a microphone or play an instrument, the audio signal is analog. The audio interface converts this signal into digital data so your computer can process it. 2. Digital to analog conversion, DAC. Once your audio has been processed on your computer, through a DAW for example, the interface converts the digital data back into analog signals so you can hear the sound through your speakers or headphones. Every interface comes with its own ADC and DAC capabilities, which is why some interfaces sound better than others. Higher-end interfaces often use superior converters, resulting in better sound quality. Key features of audio interfaces. When choosing an audio interface, it's important to know what features to look for based on your needs and goals. Let's break down the key features. 1. Number of inputs and outputs. The number of inputs and outputs you need depends on how many devices or instruments you plan to record at once. Most beginners start with 2-in 2-out interfaces, which allow you to connect 2 microphones or instruments simultaneously. For larger setups, you can get interfaces with more I/O options. Inputs. These are where you connect your microphones, guitars, or keyboards. Inputs are typically XLR or 1/4 TRS connections. Outputs. These allow you to send audio out to speakers or headphones. Commonly, these are balanced outputs that connect to studio monitors. 2. Preamp quality. A preamp boosts the signal from your microphone or instrument before it's converted into digital data. The better the preamp, the clearer and more detailed your recordings will be. High-quality preamps are especially important for capturing the nuances of vocals and acoustic instruments. 3. Phantom power. Phantom power is necessary if you're using condenser microphones. which are the go-to for vocals and acoustic instruments due to their sensitivity. Most audio interfaces include phantom power, but it's always good to double-check. 4. Sample rate and bit depth. These terms refer to the quality at which your interface can capture audio. A higher sample rate and bit depth allow for more detailed sound capture, but also take up more space on your hard drive. Most home studios find 44.1 kHz 24-bit to be more than sufficient, but if you're working on high-fidelity audio projects, you might want to go up to 96 kHz or even 192 kHz. 5. Latency. Latency is the delay between when you play a sound and when you hear it. Most audio interfaces have low latency performance, especially when paired with a DAW. This is a critical feature if you're recording live instruments or vocals. 6. MIDI support. If you plan on using MIDI controllers, like keyboards or drum pads, look for an interface that has MIDI IIO. This will allow you to send MIDI data from your controller to your computer and vice versa. 7. Connectivity, USB, Thunderbolt, etc. Audio interfaces come with various connection types, including USB, Thunderbolt, and Firewire. USB is the most common and works with most computers. Thunderbolt interfaces offer faster data transfer and lower latency, but are typically more expensive. Types of audio interfaces. There are different types of audio interfaces, each with its own strengths depending on your setup and needs. Let's take a look at the most common types. 1. USB audio interfaces. USB interfaces are the most popular for home studios. They are affordable, easy to use, and compatible with most computers. USB interfaces are perfect for beginners or small home studio setups where you don't need a lot of inputs or outputs. 2. Thunderbolt audio interfaces. Thunderbolt interfaces offer faster data transfer rates and lower latency than USB, making them ideal for professional studios or musicians who need to record multiple instruments at once. They are typically more expensive, but the improved performance is worth it if you're working with larger sessions. 3. Firewire audio interfaces. Firewire interfaces used to be popular for their fast data transfer rates, but they have largely been replaced by Thunderbolt. You'll still find some legacy devices that use Firewire, but they are becoming less common. 4. PCIe audio interfaces. PCIe interfaces are installed directly into your computer's motherboard, offering ultra-fast data transfer and extremely low latency. These are best suited for high-end studios and require a more technical setup. 5. Portable audio interfaces. If you're often on the go, portable audio interfaces are a great option. These interfaces are compact, bus-powered, meaning they don't require external power, and still provide high-quality audio performance. Best practices for setting up your audio interface. Now that you understand the basics, let's walk through setting up your audio interface for the best possible performance. 1. Install the latest drivers. Most audio interfaces require drivers to function properly with your computer. Be sure to visit the manufacturer's website and download the latest drivers for your interface. 2. Connect your gear. Start by connecting your microphones or instruments to the appropriate inputs on your interface. Use balanced XLR or TRS cables to avoid interference. 3. Adjust input levels. Set your input levels using the gain knobs on your interface. You want a strong signal without clipping, distortion. Aim for your levels to peak between 12 dB and 6 dB. 4. Configure your DAW. Open your DAW and set the audio interface as the primary input-output device in the audio settings. Make sure the sample rate and bit depth are set according to your project needs. 5. Monitor your sound. Use headphones or studio monitors connected to the interface to monitor the sound. Adjust the output level to a comfortable listening level without distorting the audio. 6. Latency settings. If you're experiencing latency latency, adjust the buffer size in your DAW's audio settings. A lower buffer size reduces latency but can cause performance issues if your computer isn't powerful enough. Audio interface recommendations. Let's look at some highly recommended audio interfaces for different needs and budgets. 1. Focusrite. Scarlett 2i2. A popular choice for beginners, the Scarlett 2i2 is affordable and offers excellent sound quality with 2-in, 2-out capability. 2. Universal Audio Apollo Twin. A premium interface with top-notch preamps and DSP processing, perfect for professionals who need pristine sound and low latency. 3. PreSonus Audio Box USB 96. A budget-friendly option that's great for small setups and podcasting, offering solid performance at a lower price point. 4. RME Babyface Pro. Known for its high-quality converters and low latency, the Babyface Pro is an excellent choice for those seeking professional-level quality. Blackjack Mastery in action. Throughout this article, we've used our Blackjack Mastery approach, a fast, in-depth, no-nonsense style that covers the essentials while giving you everything you need to know in a short amount of time. This method helps you absorb the information quickly and apply it immediately, saving you from